You have to wait, Matilda. It's gone. There's nothing in there. Good morning. So, yes, you find me doing something which I'm not very good at, which is furnishings and interiors. I mean, I know what I love, and I love this old sofa. You've seen me, if you've kept with me on all my travels up and down the stairs, this old sofa has come with me everywhere. I bought this sofa from the showroom of Kath Kitson. She was demonstrating her fabric on this two-seater old Chesterfield antique, and I bought it from her because it was in the shop window and I carried it down Marylebone High Street. But have a look at the state of this. So this is now 8 years old and Matilda's here. Matilda sat on this. I'm not blaming Matilda, but Matilda and I have loved this sofa, as have many of my friends for many years, and I'm ashamed at the condition. Have a look. And look at this. But I think you'll agree, sorry about the light, I think you will agree it is an absolutely fantastic sofa. And, oh, charmant, Matilda. And I'm going to have it recovered by a friend of mine who has a wonderful upholstery company called Vintique. This is not sponsored, I have to keep saying this. No one's doing me any favours. I don't ask for favours. So I am paying whatever she will charge to recover this sofa. And she has sent me some swatches, and I thought I'd ask your help on this because for no reason, there is a lot of turquoise and aquamarine in this flat. And that's just coincidental. What are you doing, Matilda? She wants to have a better look at the swatches. So yes, so she has sent me, I didn't even ask for this, I said just send me some samples. And she has sent me swatches that they have this aquamarine sort of hue to them. And I want something that is going to be, because I live in such a small room, this gets a lot of use. It's sat on, every single day by me or people visiting, which isn't a great deal at the moment, or Matilda's sitting on it. And I like Matilda sitting on my furniture. It's her home as well, so I would never tell her to get off the furniture. So in other words, it has to be hard and durable wearing fabric. So I've made my decision between, well, obviously I don't want this one because it's far too floral, or this one because it's far too pale. I love this one because it's got a sort of texture to it, and I like the hue to it, but it is expensive. So this is 52 per, what would that be? I don't even know what measurements are anymore, but it's got 52 on the back, so that's probably 52 per meter. Is it a meter? And I quite like this one, but because it's going to have to take a lot of hard wearing, this will get grubby very, very quickly, and it's quite soft, the material. So I've chosen between two fabrics, which, oh gosh, my hand's hurting. Oh, my arm is hurting holding this out. And I'd like you to tell me which one you think. So, one is this, which is a dark, see, this camera makes it look lighter. It is a dark, quite durable, stiff, tweedy material. That one. Or this one, which is a lighter but very stiff. I don't know what way of describing it. These come within my price range as well. So would you say, let me put it up here and then you can see. I'm calling this Swatch 2. And I'm calling this Swatch 1. So 1 or 2? Leave in the comments below. This one's 35 a metre and this one is 38. So pretty close. Tell me what you think. Right, I must get dressed, have a bath and get going. Matilda. I promise you Matilda doesn't usually sit on the counter, but we have just had a delivery of her food, which she will find very exciting. She will become very motivated. Matilda, yes, it has arrived. Now, this is something, oh golly, I'm sure I should have something, especially for opening boxes. Yes, I bet you can smell it, can't you? You're interested now. Okay, Matilda, sorry, I've got to put this flat down. Sorry, Tilda. There we go. There we go. There we go. There. Right. So, this is Matilda's. Yes. Isn't it exciting? Whoops. This is Matilda's delivery of her food, which is frozen, but even though it's frozen, she knows exactly what is in this for her. Yes, it is your natural instinct, which comes in little individual packets. Now, the reason I'm doing this now on camera is I have wanted to talk about what I feed Matilda for so long, and it's something that I have never been able to do before publicly, because I feed her raw food, and not just for raw food. I feed her natural instinct. This is what she has grown up with. It's all frozen, it's beautifully packed. Matilda, let's turn this off and put this in the freezer, and you can have your own. I'll give you one as a treat, because then I can film you eating it. But I want to explain to you what's in this and why. This bulldog is 12, has a waist, and is as fit as a whippet. I know that she gets very sedentary, but she can run like the wind. So whilst Matilda is gorging on her breakfast, I do want to talk to you about this, because I am getting quite serious now, and I'm very serious about Matilda. She is clickbait on this. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to move this. That's better. Matilda has been a massive part of my later career, actually. She has allowed me to write a book. She has got me on daytime television, on a weekly slot, and she's also enabled me to do a dog show on the BBC for 11 years. All down to Matilda. And her health is very important, because I demand a great deal from her. I film her. I mean, I know it's funny, I push her in a stroller and everything. She is able to walk, she runs like a whippet, and we do go on long walks, but she's a bulldog. They decide what they want to do, and I think that's their intelligence. They decide whether they're going to walk, run, whatever. They consider life. They're not biddable. But what I'm talking about now, what I feed her, I have never been able to do on my radio show. Listeners would call up. This is a weekly radio show called The Barking Hour, if you've never heard it before. And we do it every Thursday. People call up, people email me saying, please tell me what you feed your dog. How have you got a bulldog to 12 with a waist, with no skin conditions, considering she has white fur, and most dogs with white fur have allergies? Matilda doesn't. She doesn't pant, other than if she has been running very hard, but most bulldogs are panting all the time due to their health and their weight, to be quite honest. She doesn't. Now, I know a lot of you you're not even interested in dogs, but you will be interested in nutrition, and we are what we eat, and it's the same for our dogs. What I've never been allowed to say on my radio show is I feed my dog raw food, and I always have done. And I was advised by Anna, my colleague who I work with. She's a contributor to the Barking Hour, and we've worked together on television and everything. She's taught me everything. She is an animal nutritionist, and she taught me from when I got Matilda what to feed her. It is very controversial because some people will go, I don't want raw food in my fridge. Vets will often scratch their heads and say, well, you know, I don't know whether you should be feeding raw. More and more vets now are coming around to it, and I love that. More and more vets will stock raw dog food in their freezer. And when you go to Crufts, there used to be, when I used to go to Crufts, there was no raw food. It was all this dried processed food being sold. Now when you go to Crufts, when we come out of the pandemic, and there is a Crufts, there are freezers full of frozen raw dog food. So, because I'm not a vet and because I'm not allowed to favour one style of feeding, I can't say any of this on the BBC, but I can say it on here. And when people email me privately, I just always say to them, when they say, my dog's got allergies, my dog's got tear stains, I always say, what are you feeding your dog? Because your dog shouldn't have dye, should not have red dye between its toes and its tear stains. Your dog should not keep pooing. Sorry everybody, please don't turn this off. It shouldn't. It should have bowel movements once a day, like us. Anyway, I could go on and on about this. Needless to say, this part of this vlog is sponsored, and I would have done this without being sponsored, Natural Instinct, because I am so determined to spread the word. And this will get loads of comments from other people going, I don't think you should say one food, you shouldn't favour it over another. I could go on and on because I have bottled this up for 10 years, unable to say it. Raw food adds years to your dog. Why? Because you keep their weight down. A slim dog will live a lot longer. A dog's digestion was not made for carbohydrates. It wasn't. It wasn't made for all the mix that goes into processed food. It should be meat and bone and vegetables. So Natural Instinct is my choice. You can go to their website. I choose to feed raw green tripe with a mix. It comes, those little packets I showed you have fish oil in, they actually have salmon oil in, they have vegetables in. I think it's butternut squash and spinach. All of that mixed up in a tiny little pack that is one portion. It's the elixir of life. So I'm going to shut up. Thank you, Natural Instinct, for asking me to sponsor you, or should I say thank you, Natural Instinct, for asking if they could sponsor this. I would have done it. I would have said all this for nothing, seriously. Feed your dogs raw, please feed your dogs raw. If you want to know how to change from one to another, if you go on the Natural Instinct website, they will literally show you how to transition. Yeah, that's all I can say about this. I'll leave the last word to Matilda. You have to wait, Matilda. It's gone. There's nothing in there. Matilda, there's nothing in there. I think you can see how much she loves her Natural Instinct. That's woken her up, hasn't it? Because there's Hessian wool. The wool, have you not noticed,
Hessian,
it's different.
That's not Hessian.
That is Hessian.
It kind of actually is.
That is Hessian.
It's a bit
Look,
like
come here. He's making
Very
us.
close. I've been here since 3 a.m.
Oh God, he gives everything to his job. They're making little uniforms for all of us out of Hessian.
Not, yes, they are.
Come here.
You'll be on an overall.
This Hessian.
This is.
We're all having Hessian uniforms.
It's taller than you.
We're wearing Hessian outfits.
We'll be like the chain gang, won't we? We'll all be singing and doing a sea shanty and.
Do you know what they said? I said to the man who's cutting the Hessian, Jamie's going, please don't.
Cutting the Hessian. Is he from your
Well, here's the man. We're just saying what a good job you've done with Hessian.
I've taken your Hessian.
And will you fit us out in little uniforms?
No, you
Joe
don't want
wants a matching pinafore and socks.
I might be able to do this skirt.
A little skirt in Hessian.
Yeah, that would be lovely. That would suit you.
Um,
You could do an endorsement on your book.
Oh yes, that'll go down well. Listen, the a reason they're doing this Hessian is that
We're being rebranded, and you're out.
I'm out. That's part of the rebranding, but
We're
also
all
it
out.
means when I'm filming my YouTube,
Yeah.
it's far better with this background.
Yeah, let's see. Let's have a look. It's like you're getting your headshots. It's actually much better. It lightens it. It's not staying this colour though, I don't
It's
think.
staying this
I
colour.
thought it was going purple.
Oh, for God's sake!
What,
I'll
I
go
heard it
purple. What do you mean going purple? They would have bought purple.
Well, somebody said to me this was the undergarment, but I don't know. I've seen nicer
It's the
undergarments.
petticoat.
I've seen nicer petticoats, and I've seen undergarments that are more...
George, how are you? George has been on the breakfast show with Vanessa.
breakfast.
Oh, early
I've been
breakfast
here
with
since
Jason.
4.
He's a husk.
I'm a husk. I have nothing left. I give everything.
Why are you still here? Simply because there's more stories to be discovered.
I'm always discovering, always uncovering. That's my motto. But everyone can't. Well, nothing was confirmed, so I was meant to leave a few hours ago, but I'm still here.
So, that is it for this week. Refurbishment here, well, at least a new upholstered sofa, and new wallpaper in the studio at BBC Radio London. How exciting is life? No, it truly is. Hopefully you enjoyed the vlog. Hopefully you enjoyed, well, all the antics. What antics? Matilda eating her dinner. That's always good fun, isn't it? I'll leave a link to Natural Instinct if you'd like to explore more about feeding raw to dogs or indeed cats. It's all below. Have a great week. Thanks for subscribing. Follow me on Instagram. Blue tick. Who knows? Maybe one day. Who's our walker this week? I think we've got a couple. Bye.
I'm walking, yeah, the